Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody, and welcome to Beyond Standards community. It's your Captain Shanks once again with some more Rise of the Witch King action. And I know, yes, I was not able to upload any single video in the past 3 weeks. The reason for that is because I was on a vacation for 3 weeks and some weird and bad stuff happened to me, but I don't want to get into that into today's video. By the way, this is gonna be, as you know, a video commentary for gamereplays.org, and it is gonna be a 1v1. I want to use a couple of seconds to say thank you guys. Thank you so much. We have currently over 200 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is more than I can ask for. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you for tuning in into the live streams. By the way, if you didn't do that yet, Twitch TV/Beyond Standards, also the link in the description below, and also, you know, putting in some comments, liking the videos. Guys, thank you so much. You are the best. Before we jump into today's video, I want to show you a beautiful event that we're gonna have soon. Indeed, the event is gonna start in 2.5 weeks. In September 2019, we're gonna have the World Championship 2019 for a cash prize of $150. We're gonna start with that tournament the 1st September, and it's gonna probably last the entire September. And we're gonna stream every single day. We're gonna have a lot of games. Most of the games will be uploaded also on the YouTube channel, but I would still appreciate, guys, if you tune in into the live stream, be an active member in the chat, and I would love to get to know you. So make sure to follow me on Twitch and to jump into the next live stream. Right, before further ado, let me mute the music, so we're gonna have only the sound of the Rise of the Witch King itself. Alright, and we're gonna switch to the live scene. And here we go, guys. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna start in the middle of the map, and on the left side of the map we're going to have the grey Angmar player King Mustafa, by the way. King Mustafa also going to play in the World Championship. On the right side of the map we have the white Man of the West player Platt. This is the map Forts of Eisen, the patch 2.02 version 8. Man of the West player Platt is being on host in this one, and he is starting with a farm and a barracks on the right side of the map Forts of Eisen. The second farm is coming up. This is a real fast barracks here from the Man of the West player. The Angmar player on the other side started with 2 mills, and he's even going for the 3rd mill, and he should be definitely going for the... he's even going for the 4th mill, which is industry start from the Angmar player. Normally we would be seeing the Hall of the Kingsmen already. That means the Man of the West player will have the unit advantage. Indeed, the Rohan Spearman units are about to join the battlefield. They will be probably used to creep the works. He already made the right click on that. So the units, if you don't do anything, they will be automatically moving to the banner here. And the second unit, which Man of the West player chooses to get on the field, are going to be those Gondor soldiers. He's gonna go for the creep. Rallying call ability as a buff has been picked. It doesn't need to be used around this side because the spearmen are just, more than enough to creep that Wargliar by themselves. On the other side, War Chant has been picked from the Angmar player King Mustafa, who is, by the way, starting with the Troll and Wolf Team and going for the barracks, which is the Hall of the Kingsmen for the Angmar faction as well. That is gonna give him the option to recruit those Troll Masters and, to turn them into the Wolf Riders, to have the cavalry units from the start on the field. And having that one on the field, it means that you will have the Hill Trolls soon, if you want to, on the field to counter a possible cavalry strategy from the Man of the West player. You need to also keep in mind that the Hill Trolls are the best pikeman units in the game Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02. And also the Snow Trolls, you can actually get them once you get your Dean to level 2. Right, Troll Masters are joining the battlefield. He gets some of those dire wolf packs. They have a builder around the top right side and farm already on the top side of the map. Rallying Call ability has been used from the Man of the West player. Their wolf packs are strong against the pikes, but they gotta be careful. War Chant has been used from the Angmar player. We have some Ganza Bat warriors on the field. The mill is getting focused down. Let's see if the Man of the West player will be able to get this structure down. And yes, he was able to get rid of the wolf packs, but he is in the range of the fortress, and the fortress is helping a lot. We have a rank 2 Rohan Spearman units, but it looks like the mill will get saved just barely close, but not close enough. More wolf packs are joining the battlefield. Another Trollmaster is joining. He gonna get those wolf riders like mentioned a minute ago. And the cavalry units here are gonna be super strong against the soldiers of Gondor. As you can see, they're gonna trample them down. Yes, they are quite tanky in the shield wall formation and in the hold ground stance, but it is just, a matter of time, and they will be taken down by the wolf riders of the Angmar player, King Mustafa. We have now the stable up for the Man of the West player, and we're gonna get to see some of those Gondor Knights on the field. That is beautiful. Rohan Spearman units are moving through the bottom. They're gonna go for a Warglier here. Should be easily able to creep. Remember the system map Forts of Eisen, as we have on the bottom left and on the top right side a Troll Lair with a bunch of Wargliers here as well. Alright, wolf packs, 2 battalions are moving. If they see those units, we're gonna check that real quick. They are actually seeing them, but they just ignore them. And that's gonna be a free creep for the Man of the West player. Alright, wolf packs against the Knights of Gondor. The Knights of Gondor, they will be winning that one. It's a 2v1 situation though, and you can also purchase the heavy spiked colors. That is gonna, as you can read by yourself, significantly reduces the amount of damage taken from the enemy units. Alright, Angmar player is moving with the Wolf Riders through the top side. 2 battalions I see on the field. The Warglier here in the middle, on the left side of the river, as well as on the top side, are still alive. And the Rohan Spearman and Gondor soldiers are moving to the enemy side of the map. We're gonna have a fight here. PowerPoint wise, Man of the West player Platt has right now around 4 power points collected and also has 400 command points available right now. On the other side, his enemy has also 400 command points, just like the Man of the West player, but he's pretty behind in terms of power points. So offense is the best defense, and we're gonna get those extroverts on the field dealing decent amount of damage, but they need to avoid the melee fight against any unit. That's why he's retreating now. We have 2 barracks here on the left side of the map for the Angmar player. And the stable and the barracks from the Man of the West player are still only level 1. We have some fights here. The farm is getting focused down. There is no way this farm can actually survive that attack from the Angmar player, and it will be taken down. 2 battalions of Knights of Gondor are chasing those Wolf Riders. They are running for their lives. Let's see if they can make it out. Alright, now the Angmar player King Mustafa is moving to the creep, and there is another mill coming up for the Angmar player as well. Dean and the barracks from the Angmar player are still only level 1 as well. This creep will be also taken from the Man of the West player, so many creeps taken from Platt, who's, having the white color Man of the West, the white tree by themselves. Alright, Angmar player was able to get his first creep, by the way, on the left side of the river. The mobility, excuse me guys, the mobility for those Knights of Gondor are insane. They are coming in clutch, but they are just as fast as those Wolf Riders. And they gotta be careful, there are some Spearman units on the field as well. Alright, but he's putting in some nice work, he's pressuring the enemy side, and as you can see, the grey player, the Angmar player, is just forced to be on his own side. And like mentioned before, offense is the best defense, so as long as you can put any counter offense or counter damage, the Man of the West player will always be able to out-resource income you, if this is actually an English word. As you know, English is not my mother language, by the way. But yeah, let's see. A Rallying Call ability has been used, PowerPoint wise, 6 power points collected, getting more and more power points during the fight. The mill will be taken down. Heal ability has been picked, and let's see when and where you're gonna, yeah, there we go. Heal ability has been used. The units are still quite healthy. Remember, Rallying Call ability is still active. As you can see, those units are glowing yellow on the ground. Fellwind ability will be picked and used from the Angmar player to disable enemy units. The Knights of Gondor, they gotta be careful. There is a pikeman unit here on the field, and extrovers, they are dealing decent amount of damage, but the soldiers are quite healthy still. Remember, they are tanky as hell in the shield wall formation and in the hold ground stance. The damage reduction is real for those units, and the knights are barely able to survive. 2 battalions of the knights, but they are getting chased down. It looks like the movement speed, they will be able, oh my godness, 2 battalions are still alive, and he needs a well which is coming up, and if he just lost 1 battalion, unfortunately for him. This one could make it alive. Nice micro here from the Man of the West player, and he was able to save this battalion, which will recover at the well, and the archery range for the Man of the West player is coming up as well, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, level 3 here, there we go. We're gonna get those Dark Rangers on the field. Remember, Dark Rangers are, as well, one of my favorite archers in the game, and they are quite powerful as well. And if you can actually get those hillman trolls or hill trolls in the front of them to protect them and keep them alive against the enemy cavalry units, in the back of those hill trolls you have your Dark Rangers. Actually, you are good to go. Alright, on the bottom side we have some fights for the map control, but the players are not extending at all. The top side is pretty empty. We have still only 600 command points available. I mean, not only because 600 is actually a great number. 5 power points collected from Platt, who is, being the white man of the West on the right side of the map, Forts of Eisen. And his enemy is just a bit ahead in terms of power points, has right now 550 command points. So in terms of power points and command points, pretty even game, I gotta say. And this game looks already nice. We have 3 battalions of Knights of Gondor, so Platt is using the cavalry, 4 battalions even. So you're gonna go and, but I don't know of grouping that many units. Maybe instead it would be a bit better to split them, to use 2 for the middle, 2 from the bottom and stuff like that, and 1 from the top, in order to be able to pressure many sides at once. Remember, RTS games like the Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth games are macro-based games, so the more units you are able to control at once, the more superior and the more skilled player you can actually become. But right now he's just running back and forth with those units. As you can see, he has a lot of units. We have spearman units, we have soldiers, we have archers, we have a lot of Knights of Gondor. So we have a lot of units on the field. All the structures beside the archer range, which is about to get level 2, are still level 1 from the Man of the West player Platt. He's moving for an attack. I think Rallying Call ability has been used. Fellwind and Warchant are ready for defense purposes. We have Waldo on the field, a hero from the Angmar player. We have a Dark Ranger battalion here, another one is coming up on the field. This mill looks not protected to me at all. It looks like Angmar is going for an attack as well. And that from both sides. We have a battle tower up on the field, and there is not enough power to take it down, so that's gonna force the Angmar player back. Nice trample damage on those Dark Rangers. They are taken down. They are pretty weak in defense. That's gonna be, like every unit which is incredibly strong in terms of damage is obviously not gonna be as strong in defense. Waldo is the one-man army, but he gotta be careful. There are a bunch of units from the Man of the West player. He's taking unnecessary too much damage. Will he be able to get away? He is hitting level 2. The mill is gonna get destroyed as well. He's being surrounded. Fellwind ability has been used. We're gonna have a big fight here. Some of those spearman units are about to take down those Knights of Gondor. Waldo is still being the target, and Snowbind will be used to save that. But he is still being in the middle of the fights, and he's running around now for his life, and it looks like he will be getting away. Close, but not close enough for the Man of the West player, Platt. Alright, in the meantime, he's not stopping, but he's pressuring from the bottom side as well. A lot of stuff happening right now. The bottom side, we have a mill here, we have a couple of units. The troll has been taken down, and the inn on the bottom left side is under control from the Angmar player, King Mustafa, by the way. Alright, and we have Dark Iron Forge coming up here for the Angmar player, and that's gonna give him the option to, either recruit some of those siege weapons, the troll stone throwers, or you can also go for upgrades, or you can obviously do both as well. It's gonna take a lot of time and money, but once he gets all the upgrades, especially the ice arrows for those Dark Rangers, he will be golden. He will be good, he will be Gucci, and he will be good to go. Alright, the farm is going to be the target, and it looks like by he's stopping that, I think he should be just, you know, keep going. He would be easily able to take it down. Now he's running away, but the Rangers now on the field from the level 2 archery range from the Man of the West player are putting in some nice work as well. Angmar is moving for attack. We have a lot of those Wolf Riders on the field and some of those Wolf Packs in the back. The farm will be the target probably, but he's just passing through. What is gonna be the target of the Angmar player? Now he's finally retreating. Remember, in this game or in any Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth game, the on-host advantage is huge. So whoever is being the on-host player has obviously micro advantage, because everything what he gonna do and what he gonna order with his units will be listening immediately. Unlike for this, oh, he's running through the pikes. He lost just a lot of units here, which is unlucky for the Angmar player, King Mustafa. Alright, the game is not over, but he's being surrounded. We have rallying call ability actually active here on those Knights of Gondor. These Rangers are protectless. He needs to retreat with those. Oh, nice trample damage. There is a big fiesta. Most of the Dark Rangers are taken down. The Iron Forge is up on the field, and it is just level 2. I think he needs to get it to level 3 in order to be able to research the Ice Arrows, which is gonna be the upgrade to maximize the damage output of those Dark Rangers. Lone Tower was also used somewhere 5 power points afterwards. This is the Lone Tower probably, yes it is. Almost 800 command points available for a Man of the West player. Plus, Walder is on the field, but he's once again alone. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal. He's level 4. Not many of those Rohan Spearman units are able to hit him, to be honest. And let's see, he's... okay, we have some Orc special summon Orcs from the PowerPoint ability from Angmar. Fellwind, Snowbind, and Warchant are the 5 PowerPoints abilities. All the 3 he picked. Snowbind can be used to, you know, you can use it on your own structures, you can use it on the enemy structures. What it does is the structure is not able to, you know, recruit any units, and it doesn't give you any resources, but at the same time it can't get destroyed. So you can use it on your own structures to keep them alive, or you can use it, for example, on the archery range from your enemy, and as long as it is active on that, the enemy is not able to get any new units on the field, okay? And all the abilities has been used. Snowbind, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. We have a Troll Stone Thrower on the field. X-Throwers are also. You gotta wait, he can't right click on that, he can't destroy that. And X-Throwers are putting in some nice work against the Rohan Spearman units, by the way, and they are forced to retreat, at least for now. Right, we have a fight here on the bottom side of the map. Wolf Packs and Wolf Riders, but they are forced to retreat. There is a tower dealing 3 damage to those units of the Angmar player. The statue is coming up, there is also one in the back. So the statue is giving leadership and fear resistance, by the way, which is great, and increasing the command point limit by 10 at the same time. Okay, the well is coming up, so as long as he's able to save 1 unit of the battalion, he can send that unit back to the well, and they will be, you know, respawning over time. They will be healing up to full again. Indeed, Man of the West player has a lot of units on the field. He's almost using his entire command points, which is great. We have some Snow Trolls on the field. That means the Dean has to be level 2, which is the case. Another one is gonna be on the field as well. Mill is coming up for the Angmar player, who has right now only 550 command points. It's gonna be 600 once this is up. There we go. Summon Orcs, Fellwind, Snowbind, Warchant, and 12 power points collected. Sometimes the Spearman units are scared from the Troll, as you can see. And this is probably gonna help the Angmar player to secure that creep for themselves. Remember, the Wolf Packs are putting in some nice work against the Spearman units, but there are some Rangers in the back, and the Wolves are really weak against the Archers, as you can see by yourself. Unlike the Wolf Riders, who are gonna trample those Rangers down, and they will be able to take it down. And Troll was still alive, by the way, which is quite funny. 600 command points here for the Angmar player, and almost 14 power points collected. We have 2 Troll Stone Throwers, and he got his Iron Forge to level 3, but he didn't purchase any of those upgrades just yet, beside the Ice Shot. Ice Shot can be used or purchased on the Trollstone Throwers, by the way, just like he did. Alright, almost 15 power points collected, 650 command points available, a lot of Knights of Gondor, as you can see by yourself. The stable is only level 1, now it got level 2, that's gonna give him the option to recruit those Rohirrim, and once he gets this structure to level 3, by investing 750 resources, he will be able to recruit the special unit of the Men of the West faction, which are called the Knights of Dol Amroth. Right, summon giants will be picked and used immediately for siege purposes. The target is the fortress of the Men of the West. Rallying Call ability has been used to get rid out of the giants with the spearman units. And let's see, I think he won't be able... Oh, he just got rebuilt, that's just the timing, he should be definitely using it now. And just use it in the last second, and with that being said, I think he will be able to keep it alive unless he won't be able to get rid out of the Trollstone Throwers. One more hit's needed. I think the Angmar player will be able to take it down. It's gonna be huge. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't lose the game of that, but remember, to replace the fortress, you gotta invest 5,000 resources. On the bright side for the Man of the West player, he has already collected over 4,000 resources, so he's not that far away from getting enough resources to do that. But until this is gonna happen, he won't be able to use any of those power points, which is actually very, very good for the Angmar player. And let's see. I mean, to be honest, the things are still not looking too shabby for the Man of the West player. Don't get me wrong, yes, he just lost his fortress, but he was able to kill so much from his enemy. All the units, plus the giants he summoned, are destroyed and are killed, which is great. And now he can actually defend himself by some time, and the fortress is coming up already, so it's just a matter of time, and the Man of the West player will be ready to go. Yes, still almost 700 command points available, so the resource income also with the help of the marketplace in the Grand Harvest, which is gonna, you know, increase the resource output or input from farms by 50% in those rank 3 farms from the Man of the West player. So he won't be in a really bad situation, but Angmar is moving through the bottom side. The tower is getting surrounded. Remember, he won't be able to use any of those power points he has before the fortress hits 100%. And the tower is definitely going down, as well as the statue. You have Eomer on the field. Remember, Eomer does give leadership to the Seth. Oh, nice, but nice dodge here from the Angmar player as well. The statue is gonna go down. Eomer leadership is giving leadership to the Knights of Gondor, but there are not many Knights of Gondor anymore. Still, the tower guards are very, very strong against those snow trolls, and the ghouls are doing great job here. I mean, he's just not going for the ultimate PowerPoint ability, but he's just going for everything what he needs. And the ghouls are putting in some nice work, and the Wildman, special summon here from the, from the Waldo, I think. And the Gundabats, the Orcs special summon as well, and with all the special summons he did, he was able to get rid out of the enemy units, tower guards, and he will be able to clean up the side as well. There is no defense anymore, and the fortress is all about to come up. It's almost 90%, and once it is up, the Man of the West player will be able to use his abilities, and he has already collected 16 power points as well. 760 command points, which is a great game, by the way, between Platt and King Mustafa. The farm is gonna go down. The time remaining is still more than half, so they have time. The ghouls, they're gonna be gone soon. Tower guards and the rangers are putting in some nice work. And with that being said, and the fact that the farm is level 3, it's also shooting, as you can see. He should be able to defend this attack, and the Angmar player should not be able to deal any more damage to his enemy. Great. Still not. He just purchased the heavy dark iron mail and the iron blades, by the way, but he didn't purchase the ice arrows just yet. And I see only Hualdo on the field, if I'm not wrong. There we go. This is actually this guy over there. He's also being level 6. Once you get him level 5, you can actually, summon the Hillman, which he did before. And he's building up a huge army, but I don't understand, he's also buying banner on them, which is actually very, very good, because once you get them level 2, you will be unlocking the longshot ability, which is similar to the longshot ability of the Rangers, right? and they also gotta have to be level 2. And the mana is gonna help them a lot. Alright, summon Wildman from the spell or from the ability from Waldo has been used, and the Angmar player is about to finish the game, or he wants to finish the game. Let's see if he will be able to. Warchan is going to be available, Snowbind is gonna be available, and Fellbind is gonna be available. And one of my, favorite combos in this game are definitely the long shot, I think it's called. And he's also purchasing the ice arrows, which is also great. So the long shot plus the Fellbind combo is actually great. So you're gonna take from the enemy the advantage, or the possibility in this case. Oh, nice. Booyah, ladies and gentlemen, that was just the Sonic Song ability, but the Sonic Song ability is putting in some nice work and forcing all the army from the Angmar player back, and it's reloading quite fast, as you can see, and it will be used again, and there we go. That's gonna be the combo I'm talking about. Beautiful. All the tower guards in the front are gone, but Tom Bombadil is being the one-man army with the Knights of Gondor Eomer. He's taking down everything. We have some Rohirrim on the field. What a great defense. What a great special summon from the Men of the West player with the Tom Bombadil. What a great Sonic Song, changing the outcome of the fight and also the outcome of the game itself. And now it is time for the Men of the West player to push forward. He has right now 13 power points available and still over 800 command points. So the resource income, you can see it rising on the bottom left side, is still looking great. Gualdo is being alone on the field. More and more units are coming, but it doesn't look very good economy wise, because Angmar player, yeah, you are right, he has 850 command points, but don't get me wrong, he needs to replace and upgrade so many units. He just lost so many units in the last fight without being able to deal any counter damage. And the Rohirrim, Knights and Eomer are putting in some nice work. Pillage ability, or outlaw leadership it is called, is gonna help the Man of the West player to gain some extra resources, as well as it gives Nerby allies earn resources per kill. So in the last fight he was able to kill a lot of units, so that's gonna help the Man of the West player Plat a lot. Alright, rank 3 is also shooting. He won't be able to deal too much damage to that structure, which is gonna force him away. Excuse me, sorry for that. In the meantime, we have a fight around this side. Snow Trolls are fighting against the Tower Guards, but they gotta be careful. Snow Trolls are something like cavalry units, right? And what are cavalry units bad against? Yes, they are bad against pikes, especially against elite pikes like Tower Guards of Gondor. We're gonna have Blight, which is gonna be used probably for defense purposes, because right now, look at that nice positioning here with the Rangers just in front of the barracks. So the second the units are coming out, they will be attacked from the Rangers, which is a great move from Plat, the White Man of the West player on the right side of the map. Alright, the mill will be taken down. Great damage will be dealt here, by the way, on the bottom left side. The Man of the West player is also taking control. He will be able to get the control of this inn, which is gonna give him the option to recruit those Galadrim warriors, those elves who are able to switch between bow and swords, by the way. The second he will be able to capture the flag, the unit will get changed to Galadrim warriors, just like said before. Level 7 Eomer, I think that's the only hero I can see on the field right now, but the moment of the game was definitely the moment when the Man of the West player chose to summon Tom Bombadil. That was actually not looking great for him, because Angmar player had a lot of units, siege weapons in the back, all his abilities were ready almost, Warchant, Fellbind were ready, and I think without the Tom Bombadil special summon and without the beautiful Sonic Song ability from Tom Bombadil, the things would look really shabby. Alright, he's just upgrading his fortress. I believe he's gonna make also the Trebuchet expansion to keep that alive, because he knows the mountain giants and stuff like that, they're gonna be ready. 675. And I think Huoldo got killed in the previous fight. He just got revived coming out of the fortress, and he doesn't want to lose any time. Nice move here to pick those hill trolls, as he knows the enemy has a lot of cavalry, and this time even the stronger cavalry with the Rohirrim. But they don't have any upgrades just yet, because I don't see a blacksmith up on the field, at least for now. And yeah, like mentioned before, with the marketplace and the Grand Harvest, you can see those farms are glowing as they are producing 15% more resources for the Man of the West player. And the mobility is coming in clutch, and they can just avoid fighting and just focus on the structures. And also Rallying Call ability has been used, which is a buff, and Fellwind will be used, and Snowbind might force to be used as well, but it is on cooldown. You can see they are not taking too much damage, but that doesn't mean that you can ignore the damage income from those ice arrows from those rangers. There is no reason of you using long shot on the cavalry units, because it is not as effective as you might think against cavalry units from the enemy. But nice surrounding here. The mill is gonna be the target as well. Losing the level 3 mills at this stage of the game is going to hurt a lot. Let's see. And Ranger special summon, by the way. The Blight might be used defensively if he wants to win that fight. There was the long shot ability, I think, from someone else. There we go. Blight will be used. You can see everything is turning into the ghouls, and the ghouls, they will be helping Angmar a lot, and that's gonna force the Man of the West player back, at least for now. But he didn't lose too many units. All he gotta do is just wait until they are gone, and this is not gonna last forever. Indeed, in a couple of seconds they will be gone, and then Man of the West player can actually keep pushing. But for now, we don't see any siege weapons from Platz on the field, so without the siege weapons, it's gonna be hard to take down those level 3 structures by the way. Alright, cavalry units are still dealing great amount of damage to the structures, and they are really mobile. We have two towers around this side. Let's see, there are some Wildsmen of Dunland here, which is kind of questionable. And we have some Mountain Giant special summon from the PowerPoint ability. Lone Tower, Tom Bombadil, and Rebuild are ready. Builder gotta be careful, you don't want to lose him. Yeah, but it takes ages to take him down with those giants. One giant is not even shooting. They don't even bother. They can actually, just skip doing that because it takes a lot of time. The Rangers are dealing significant amount of damage, and that is going to force those giants away. Alright, 13 power points collected, 1000 command points. That is the maximum amount you can actually have available for the Man of the West player Platt. Lone Tower, Tom Bombadil, Rebuild are ready. Rallying Call and Heal are still loading, as well as the Dunedain allies. Alright, 9 power points collected after all those power points. I'm not gonna read all those names, you can see them by yourself. And 575 command points only against 1000, so that's, that can actually show you the resource income difference between those units. And there are also some flaming shots here for those trebuchets, so it's gonna be even harder to take him down. But nevertheless, you don't want to joke with the Dark Rangers with the ice shots, but also you don't want to be protectless that much, because they are just glass cannon. I like to call them like that. They are very, very good when it comes to damage the enemy units, but once the enemy gets to them in the back line, Tom Bombadil special summon. Let's see, the Sonic Song ability will be used. He's charging it. Let's see how much damage. There we go. It's just one-shotting the Dark Rangers. They are protectless now. Nice trample with the Rohirrim. He is able to get rid out of every single unit. And that's also the host advantage, I gotta say. I'm not gonna take the credits away from Platt, who's, making the right decisions, going for the right play, and punishing his enemy for bad positioning. And he's, taking every advantage he can get, also from the host, because the enemy is being off-host, and that is going to, get you in some trouble situation in which you will need the micro advantage, which you don't have over the host player Platt with the White Man of the West faction. And Fellwind ability was used, which is not the greatest use. It is not gonna do anything. The Hill Trolls are doing great against the Rohirrim, to be honest. Also the tower here with the ice arrow upgrade is putting in some nice work. The builder is healing up. The game is turning into a big fiesta, as the Man of the West player has right now 19 power points collected. Only 5 more to go. Let's see what is going to happen. 1000, that's the maximum, like mentioned before. Angmar player is trying his hardest to recover a bit. He has right now 725 command points available. All his power points and 16 on top of that. So I would still say in terms of power points, it's still even, but you need to also keep in mind that they pick basically everything. Rebuild, Rallying Call, and Heal are all the 5 power point spells you can actually pick. And what's going to happen there? He's this... Oh my goodness, I was thinking that this is actually... my bad. My bad. Alright, summon ghouls will be used actually around this side, and it is gonna force them away. The ghouls are not as fast as they can chase them. We have also some flaming arrows, or fire arrows it's called, for those rangers, which is, you know, very, very effective against structures, by the way, unlike the ice arrows. Great damage is getting dealt here, but they gotta be careful. They are just like normal dark rangers. They are really weak in defense. The ghouls are still alive, so I don't know why he didn't just wait and chill. Tower guards around this side. The Rohirrim are surrounding the enemy structures. They are about to take down the second one in the back. This one in the front is still quite healthy. Nice positioning here from the tower, by the way. As you can see, there are rocks in the front, so the enemy is not able to attack from this side. He needs to get all the way in the back in order to be able to attack the tower. But it's just a matter of time. Both the towers and the mill on the bottom left side, all the bot side control will be taken away from the Angmar player, and it is gonna bring the Man of the West player a bit closer to the victory. But let's see, the game can still turn around as it did it once, so it's all about not making a big mistake. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. 20 power points collected from the Angmar player. 825 command points, but it is gonna be less as you're gonna lose those structures. Only 700 now. This is also gonna go down. He doesn't have enough units on the field. He has right now 244 against 930, so he's getting, you know, out pushed, out damaged, out spammed pretty much like the last 10 minutes. He can recover. We have even some Galadrim warriors. He even purchased the fire arrow upgrade on them. 26, almost 27 command points. 1000 out of 1000 command points on the field. So he has maximum power in terms of damage and in terms of units on the field. And he's also having a great number of power points. Let's see what is going to happen. He has the control of the top side. He has the control of the bottom side. And the Angmar player is not being able to do anything about that. Alright, we have some, you know, spearman summon here from the summon hillman. Waldo, gotta be careful. He's being tanky, so not taking too much damage from the Galadrim warriors. But it's just, you know, he can't just do anything about it. He needs to just run away as he does. There are some towers for defense purposes. But, you know, the problem is that bot side and top side are gone for the Angmar player, and he's being forced to stay on his own side of the map, and he doesn't have anything against the cavalry units. I mean, he does have something against the cavalry units, so don't get me wrong. Yes, he can fight them with the pikes, but as you can see, the Man of the West player is playing a smart game. He's just avoiding fighting at all, and he's just going for the structures. The mill will be taken down, only 600 command points available, and there we go. Army of the Dead will be special summoned, all the units, they will be gone. Beautiful. We're gonna probably see also summon Shade of Wolf around which side. There we go. Beautiful. All the units are gone from the explosion, from the damage of this wolf. It's a big bad wolf. Don't call your grandma and just run away. He's running in the speed of light. Let's see how much damage he will be able to deal to the structures. You can see he has called the pack and stuff. He can use it. Oh my goodness, the animation and the sounds are crazy. He needs to run away because he's taking way too much damage from the structures. And Army of the Dead is actually gone, so it's a matter of time. He was just healing, by the way. He was using the Devour ability, kill target enemy infantry which restores 50% damage and 100% increased armor. But he was not able to deal too much damage. Maybe kill actually this one. Can he do it? He's punching that. Punch, 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 punch. One more hit. Oh my god, he's turning everything into the ice. And he will be gone unless he's gonna wait for this. Yeah, but it's just a matter of time because the time remaining is also pretty much gone. Blight will be ready soon, the Giants gonna be ready soon. The game is not over yet, but the things are not looking great for the Angmar player, King Mustafa. I don't know if there is gonna be a comeback from this situation. This was actually a pretty long game, to be honest, but I like the game a lot. I mean, those players are not, you know, are not giving up that fast, and that's what I like to see. They fight till the end, and that's, you know, that for me at least are the most entertaining games to watch. I'm not an expert in this game, so I'm guessing there are a lot of mistakes both players did so far. So maybe they could have finished, you know, like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So let me know your opinion about the level of the game in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like, because it is gonna help me a lot. And if this is your first time here on my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing as well. Right. The game is not over just yet, but you can see by yourself 400 command points, so the resource income is not great, but he has a couple of power points, so he can stall a bit. Snowbind will be used around this area. You can see he's using that, and a couple of seconds after it appears, so he was using the Blights and the Snowbind to keep that tower alive. Angmar is gonna get away. He's just disengaging with those units. They are, you know, cavalry units. There is no way the whites are able to get to them. And, you know, for the next fight, the summon orcs and the summon whites will be ready, so you can actually use that. Giants will be special summoned here to deal a bit of the, you know, at least a bit of damage, because, you know, all the damage you can actually deal right now is from the power points. So he has barely any units on the field. Farm has been taken down. Giants, they can actually use the stomp. They should be using the stomp ability. Lone Tower special summon, Ranger special summon, and one is gonna go down. I think he's just purchasing the upgrades. That means the blacksmith has to be somewhere. There we go, blacksmith is here. Purchased, purchased, not purchased. So heavy armor and forged plates purchased. The banner carrier not purchased. The giants are gone. The special summoned Dunedain Rangers are moving forward. And besides that, a long game. I mean, in this situation, I think it's amazing that the Angmar player is still trying, and I don't know if there is gonna be a comeback from this situation. Maybe it is gonna be, but I think he's just lacking of resources. But this is just feeding here. By the way, he has Dark Rangers inside this, and they are dealing incredible amount of damage to the Rangers. And maybe he's just, you know, hoping that he can defend himself until he's gonna get stronger and ready to go, because he keeps making more and more units. The Dean has been destroyed, by the way, unfortunately. The Tom Bombadil special summon once again. Where is it? I don't see him. There we go, beautiful. We just were able to catch the Sonic Song ability. Bottom side, everything will be taken down. Now the Man of the West player is starting to make towers everywhere to actually surround the enemies. You know, to actually block the pathways of the map. So, you know, what are the pathways of the map? So if you are able to block this river, and this side, the enemy is not able to reach to your side, right? And this side is pretty much nicely protected already. So he has a lot of structures here. He has units around this side. And he's just doing the same thing here now on the bottom left side. He just created a battle tower. He can make more of these and upgrade them, even with, you know, by investing 200, which is not a big deal at this stage of the game. And then he doesn't need to be worried about this side anymore, because with like 2 or 3 units he won't be able to deal any damage to the towers, but the towers, they're gonna be able to deal too much damage to the enemy instead. So, but I mean, he's still putting in some nice work. He's even moving now through the top side with a little amount of units, a little group of units, I wanted to say. I don't know about that. A lot of Rohirrim actually. They might even sneak to the fortress, because keep in mind, the fortress is not protected at all. There are no expansions, nothing that can actually keep it safe. So if the Man of the West player can sneak to the fortress and take it down, I doubt that Angmar player will be able to, you know, remake the fortress any soon. You can see his resources are pretty behind. He keeps losing those mills. He can't even afford to make, you know, to invest a lot of resources for the fortress. He's just demolishing the mills straight away to, you know, get at least a bit amount of resources back. He keeps making those troll stone throwers. Since the Dean is destroyed, he won't be able to recruit any of those wolf riders or those hill trolls or those snow trolls. So he gotta win with those spearman units and the dark rangers only. And once he loses that one, which is then probably the next target of his enemy, then he won't be able to, you know, upgrade those units with the ice arrows anymore. You can see the map on the bottom left side by yourself. It is definitely white, almost completely. The resource income is incredible. He has a lot of units on the field. We have some Rohirrim special summon, so he's just, you know, ignoring everything, trying to go for the victory, trying to go for the structures, because he knows killing those level 3 structures gonna put his enemy even further behind, and Snowbind will be used, which is a smart move from King Mustafa, who is playing the Angmar faction. One of the 2 towers has been taken down. There is a tower in the back. Nice move here to get to the level 1. But level 1 is not a big deal if you lose that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You need to keep that level 3 safe, and you need to keep that safe, which is pretty low. And there are still a bunch of units, so the mill will be taken down. This is gonna go down as well if you just right clicks on that. There we go. And the level 3, that is gonna be huge if he loses that. There are some Galadrim warriors with fire arrow upgrade who are about to finish that one as well. All of the Kingsman level 3 has been taken down. The Dark Iron Forge is gonna go down as well. You can see by yourself, he's super behind. 275 command points only. Almost no resources. All the structures in which you can recruit units are gone. The fortress is the last structure remaining and standing, but it is not gonna be enough to come back and win this game. It is just a matter of time. All you gotta do is just, you know, recover, regroup, and go for the finishing hit, finishing attack. And Galadrim warriors with full upgrades, by the way, with not forged plates, but heavy armor and fire arrow upgrades. And he can get those units, by the way, from the top right side or from the bottom left side. But the bottom left side is currently, at least, under control from the Angmar player. He has those, you know, Hillman rebels with purchased torches, but they are gonna get taken down here easily. There is no counterplay to that. Right, we have one Trollstone Thrower, one Battle Tower in the back. We have some expansions here, those Wall Hub expansions, which are the most cheap ones. It costs like 120, unlike those Battle Towers or those Wolf Kennel and Trollstone Thrower expansions. So they are quite expensive. And the good thing is, for the Man of the West player, he didn't go for the siege work at the first place, or, you know, not once in the entire game. So he was actually spamming those cavalry units, those Knights of Gondor at the first 10 minutes of the game. Then he switched to the Rohirrim, but used them only in melee form. He has Eomer pretty much like since 20 minutes. He didn't lose him once. Maybe he did, but I didn't see that. Eomer is even level 10. So all he gotta do is just take down this one. But there is actually one ranger battalion inside. I think he's going for it. But look at that ranger battalion. He's actually hitting like a truck. Ghoul special summon. That is gonna not matter too much. But you don't want to fight against the ghouls or against the whites. They are actually even scaring the enemy units. They have even heavy armor, by the way, chat. Or guys, I'm not streaming that. We have some of those tower guards on the field. So all he needs to do is just peel away. Wait, chill, wait until those whites are gone, and then you can go. The Trollstone Thrower is gone. He can't replace that anymore. There are no more black rangers on the field. I'm just gonna show you 0 out of 275. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. I like to see that. Avalanche has been used in combination with the Fellwind ability from the Angmar player. He was able to get rid out of many
units, but it is just gonna delay. But it is not gonna deny. What is gonna happen is that the Angmar player will be losing that game. The wolf is going to be ready, the Shade of Wolf, and that means the Oathbreakers, or the Army of the Dead, is gonna be ready as well. In the entire game, unfortunately, we were not able to see Tom Bombadil is popping off. Super effective against the units, by the way. As you can see, not very effective against the structures. not dealing, you know, any damage which could do anything. The build is coming on the field. There is only Fortress on the field as far as I can see. Also the Whites are not dealing too much damage, they are pretty much gone. And unfortunately we didn't see any other hero on the field from the Man of the West player. We didn't see, you know, any siblings from Eomer or, you know, Theoden. We missed that one, we missed Aragorn, we missed obviously Gandalf. And that is something which I don't like about Rise of the Witch King in compared to Battle for Middle-earth 1, because in Battle for Middle-earth 1 Gandalf matters a lot, and you won't see any game which goes that long and there is no one going for Gandalf. Which on the other side, on Rise of the Witch King, Gandalf doesn't seem that powerful as, you know, as in Battle for Middle-earth 1, that is for sure, I can tell that. But also on the other side, he's quite expensive in Rise of the Witch King. He comes out level 1, you know, seems very slow, feels very slow, not quite worth it. Alright, beautiful, we are able to catch that summon. And let's see. An Army of the Dead will be special summoned on that one, which is great. Let's see, he's running for his life. Don't get me, don't get me. I would like to see a fight here. Oh my goodness, decent damage dealt, but Oathbreakers are melting the Wolf like it's nothing. The Shade of Wolf is gonna be Shade of Dead, and the Army of the Dead, he's running into it, he's gonna be gone within seconds. He's just playing around and messing around with his enemy, but his enemy is not even giving up, he's not even kidding anymore. I mean, he just went for the barracks, he's just trying to get some resources by making some mills, and he's even trying to get back into the game. The build has been taken down, by the way. He's just getting as many units on the field as he possibly gonna need. Always on the field, the solo man scouting the enemy area. What a big fiesta, ladies and gentlemen. He's running, he's getting just ignored, do whatever you want. He's gonna summon the giants. The giants are summoned, but they're not gonna do much. Let's go in the best case scenario for the Angmar player, he would be able to take down the fortress, but not even that would change anything. Stomp will be used, Blight will be used, Rallying Call will be used, actually everything getting to use, but... was it Blight? It was Blight. As you can see, not very effective against the cavalry units, so they were just standing on the field, and yeah, now King Mustafa has been defeated, and the victory will go to Platt, who was playing the Man of the West. Alrighty. So, as always, guys, if you enjoyed that, what you saw, if you like, you know, Battle for Middle-earth content in general, please make sure to hit that big red subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss any of those videos, make sure to, you know, turn on the notifications. And I would love to see you in the next live stream, twitch.tv/beyondstandards. As always, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and comment below what was your favorite moment in this one. My favorite moment was the first Tom Bombadil special summon, and for me that changed so much. And yeah, maybe you have a different opinion. Please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch to not miss those beautiful games we're gonna have in September for the World Championship 2019. And as you know, take care of yourself, have a great week, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace, guys.